Hi guys, this is Ray Say on way, and this is what if Asta had Sonic, Shadow, Silver, and Blaze Powers Part 2. Now if you're wondering why isn't like the first one, well it was my first time doing it on PlayStation, and I don't think I'll be doing it again. Maybe, maybe not. Now if you guys are wondering, if Asta has the power of the Blaze too, how come she's not on the screen? Well that's because I couldn't find a good picture of all four of them together. Where we last left off, Asta used chaos control to teleport himself back to the church. When they go check on Asta, they see something different about him. The first thing that caught their eye is Asta's red shoes. They're wondering where did Asta get these shiny red shoes from. They walk closer to look at the shoes. They see a white stripe and a yellow buckle on the side of the shoe. When they went to go pick up Asta, they see that his hair has turned different colors. When they look at Asta's hair, they see that his hair color is a total of 5 different colors: blue, black, red highlights, white, and purple. When they look at Asta's hair, they see that his hair is very spiky. The father wants to go touch it. When the father's hand gets in contact with Asta's hair, he realizes how sharp his hair really is. When Sister Lily asks what's wrong, the father tells him Asta's hair is sharper than any dagger he felt in his life. After they stop focusing on Asta's hair, they realize that there's a gem on top of his forehead. When she tries to take the gem off Asta's head, she tells the father, "I can't remove it." He tells her to leave it there for now. They also notice 2 things on Asta: the fact that he has white gloves on, and also the fact that they see some golden rings on Asta's wrist. Sister Lily's trying to take the gloves and shoes off of Asta so she can put him to bed. But in the process of her taking the rings off of his arms, he makes a crater in the ground. After Asta makes a crater in the ground, she immediately tries to rush over to Asta to put the rings back on. When she went to go take off Asta's shoes, she realized that he also has the exact same rings but on his legs. Instead of her trying to take off the rings, she decided to put Asta right into his bed. Sister Lily asks, "Is this his magic?" The father tells her, "Let's ask him in the morning." When the morning comes, the kids are asking Asta, "Where'd you get the gold rings on your arms and legs?" Before Asta can answer, another kid asks him, "Why does your hair look different?" Before Asta can answer that, the kids ask him, "What is that gem on your head?" Before he can answer that question, another kid cuts him off asking him, "Why do you have gloves on?" Asta answered all their questions with a few words: "I don't know." You know, television and the ring must be important. The father walks over and tells him it might have to do with Asta's magic. The father asks Asta, "Where did you find these things?" The father asks Asta, "Can you take those rings off your legs and arms?" Asta asks him, "Why do you want me to take them off?" The father tells him it's probably the reason why we can't sense any magic from you. Before Asta can take the rings off, the father tells the kid to step back from Asta. He tells him so you won't get hurt and to see what type of magic Asta has. All the kids get behind father, but before he takes off the rings, Yuno tells him good luck. Asta begins to take the rings off of his legs, then take the rings off of his arms. After Asta takes off the rings, he begins to glow red. When the father sees Asta's glowing red, he sees circles in the palm of Asta's hand. He looks harder and he sees a greenish-blue circle in the palm of Asta's hands. Now, if you guys are wondering, the father took Asta 40 feet away from the church just in case he won't do damage to it. When Asta was glowing, he felt a rush of energy go right through him. They were fully staring at Asta for a full minute, wondering what type of magic is that. Asta begins to put out more and more energy until he sees a wounded animal. He runs right to it and makes a sonic boom. Once it happens, the father and the kids get thrown back a few feet. After getting thrown back a few feet, the father thinks his magic has something to do with his physical abilities. When the kids get back on their feet, they see a small patch of fire where Asta was standing. Once they see the fire, they think he has fire magic. But they're wondering, if it's fire magic, why does it look like that? After he picked up the wounded animal, he realized that he's farther away from the father and the kids. Asta's wondering, how did they get over there? Asta picks up the wounded animal, running back to the father, realizing how fast he runs. He's thinking that this is his magic. Asta hands the wounded animal to the kids, telling him to go take it to Sister Lily. After the kids run off, Asta asks the father, "What type of magic do you think I have?" The father kneels to Asta, telling him, "I'm not sure that's even magic." Asta asks the father, "What do you mean it's not magic?" The father tells him, "If you have magic, I would have sensed it from you when you used your spell." He tells Asta, "I still can't sense any magic from you at all, but nonetheless, that was pretty impressive." Asta tells him thanks. He also asks him, "Should I tell the others?" The father tells him no. Asta asks him why not. The father tells him they won't understand. Asta tells him okay. When they get back to the church, they tell Sister Lily about Asta's magic. The kids tell her it's some type of fire magic, but it looked weird though. She asks the kids, what do you mean it look weird? The kids tell her that Asta took the ring off his arms and legs and created a big ball of energy around him. The kids tell her they thought it was fire magic since he burned some grass out under him. Asks Sister Lily, is it possible to use fire magic to make you run faster? Sister Lily tells him, I don't know. Why do you ask? Tells her, I think Asta used fire magic to make himself move faster. She tells him it is possible if he tries hard enough. Kids hand her a wounded animal. She asks, where did you find this? The kids tell her, Asta found it. We cut to nighttime. Asta is fast asleep and having a dream about a grassy hill. Asta begins to ask, where am I? After Asta asks that, something blue ran past him. When Asta turns around, he sees 4 animals right behind him. Asta asks, who are you? The blue one walks up to him and tells him, my name is Sonic. Asta asks him, where am I? Blaze walks up to him and tells him, you're in a dream. Another animal walks up to him and says, my name is Silver and we came to talk to you. Asta asks, what do you want to talk about? Another one walks up to him and tells him it's about the Chaos Emeralds that you absorbed. Asta asks them, wait, what is that? They explain everything from the Chaos Emerald to the powers. We cut the next month to where Asta and Yuno are getting attacked by a drunk man. The drunk man thinks he can take the ring and the pendant from Asta and Yuno. Asta tells the Chaos Spirit man, throwing him into the wall. I hope you guys enjoyed.